Thanks so much for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And now let's get out to Los Angeles to listen to Kevin Harlan with today's broadcast.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture and hope. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11 pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle out of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous 7-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol in at the power forward. On defense, San Antonio. Nash kicks to Kaman, pass to Kobe. Shoots from the baseline. Gasol passes to Kobe. Kaman dishes to Kobe. Young. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
You know, I thought San Antonio really was an outstanding team. Fun to watch. Excellent at both ends of the floor. But one statistical thing that stood out was they defended at a high level without committing a lot of fouls. That takes discipline and smart.
And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. And that one's good. Parker's got his first 2 points.
Where the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Nash outside. Nash gets a screen from Gasol. Deflects the pass. Now Parker. Outside Leonard. Takes the 3. Here's Splitter. No luck. Some solid defense from Gasol. Kobe kicks to Gasol. Nash. Nick Young on the wing. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Fires from deep. And Kobe Bryant kicks the 3. Kobe's got himself on the board with 3 there. Clark, as you said about that Spurs team, just a team that does not foul very often. Doesn't give away 3 points. And, Steve, they led the league in fewest fouls last season.
Well, that's part of Greg Popovich's mantra. I mean, don't give up anything easy. You can't guard a free throw, obviously. You can't guard a fast break. So important for the Spurs to avoid fouls and take care of the basketball and be efficient offensively, and that helps their D.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dishes it to Nash. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Gasol. Kaman shoots. They grab their own miss. Outside Green. Back to Parker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
You know, one of the things with Kobe is that he's gotten a lot more blunt and honest with his remarks. You see it on Twitter, you see it in his post-game interviews, and he is not shy when it comes to really critiquing other teams and players in this league.
And the shot is good.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yeah.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. San Antonio with the ball. As you said, with Kobe, he seems more comfortable saying whatever on his mind now, and that's gotten him in some questionable situations, Clark, with his teammates.
Well, it is a gray area when you talk about, actually, there's a pretty strict policy on tweeting or engaging in social media during games. But you do like the fact that Kobe is stretching out a little bit in that regard. You don't always agree with what he says, but I think he backs up a lot of his opinions.
He knows the game.
Yes, he does.
The guy is as smart as they come on the field.
No question.
Matt Bonner, he's checked in for San Antonio. Diao comes in for Tim Duncan. Blake kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Kobe. And again, the Lakers, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
1:58 left here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Blake. Ginobili with the steal. Parker dishes to Leonard. Back to Parker. Pass to Leonard. The feed to Bonner. He kicks to Ginobili. 6 to shoot. Leonard, the pass to Ginobili. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. From deep. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Blake, Bellinelli is covering. Blake kicks to Gasol. Diaw's there, and Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Hill dishes to Johnson. Feeds it to Blake. Kicks it to Johnson. Hill defended by Bond. Looking to end the drought. Diaw with the steal. Parker with it. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ginobili with the ball. Now defended by Blake. And the call will be against Steve Blake. That is his first foul of the game. And taken away by Johnson. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Gasol. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. San Antonio trailing here. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Farmar takes it away. Gasol passes to Blake. He dishes it to Farmar. Lakers working the ball around now. Johnson outside. Passes it to Hill. Diaw with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. That's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. It's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, gentlemen. Well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were constructed like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, "Have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us." Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time around, guys.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it, Doris? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers. That gives them the lead. Green's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Spurs. The Lakers trail. It's Nash with the drive. Kobe. Back to Nash. It's up a three. Ginobili grabs the board.
You know, it's interesting. Part of the reason Nash struggled getting used to playing with the Lakers is because he was always the guy making the offense go. The offense ran through him with his prior teams. You know, at one point in his career, Nash was known more for his shooting than anything else. An interesting turnabout in his career.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for San Antonio. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Bellinelli. They double him with Kaman. Now Bellinelli. Nash. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And for Steve Nash, one of the great playmakers and pick-and-roll operators in league history. And, Steve, you think it makes sense for the Lakers to take him off the ball?
Well, it just depends on what the rest of the roster looks like. But last season, because they really didn't want to run their offense through their bigs inside, they forced the ball into Kobe Bryant's hands more. And Nash became more of a spot-up shooter as a result.
Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Green kicks to Bellinelli. Six on the shot clock. Green with a screen on Nash. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here's Leonard. A rebound by Kobe Bryant. Here's Splitter. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
And Kobe, here we go. Nice step back to get it off. Kobe's got 5 points so far.
Kevin, he's got such great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Making a change here. Young's checked in. Spurs leading by 5.
The Spurs would end up as the second seed in the West and were right in the hunt for being the top seed for the majority of last season. But one reason they fell short was that they just weren't as good as they needed to be during in-conference games.
Nash outside. Outside, Kobe. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Kobe's got 7. Going back to the Spurs, they did well against the West, but Steve didn't come close to matching the win totals of every other top team in the West.
Yeah, they would end the season with a 33-19 conference record, which, you know, is pretty good, but still only 5th best in the West. It shows you how strong the Western Conference was a year ago, particularly at the top.
Nash kicks to Kobe. A shot. And another basket for the Lakers.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Tony Parker and teammate Boris Diaw have known each other since high school back in France. Doris says of Tony, quote, he's a point guard who can do it all. He can be an organizer and make the team play. Other times, he's going to be a scoring point guard. It's pretty rare to have both. And guys, Coach Popovich talked about how Parker's decision-making has matured as far as reading when to pass and when to score. He's found a great balance as the years have gone on, guys.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, special talent. The Spurs making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
I tell you, Tim Duncan turned back the clock last season, didn't he? One of his best in years, and one of his best seasons ever when it comes to blocking shots. For a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of elevation, it's his timing that allows him to be a shot blocker without bouncing real high. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Nick Young on the wing. Shot off the pick. He squares up and sinks it. Young's got 5. You know, back to Duncan, Steve, you could make a credible argument that with the exception of Larry Bird, no player in NBA history has been more successful while blessed with fewer hops. I mean, I don't know if you'd say he's athletic.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's not real athletic, but, man, the skill, the savvy, just the incredible knowledge of the game. One of the great players of all time.
Just such a pro.
Yeah.
Just such a pro. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Los Angeles. .125 left in the first half. Kobe against Leonard. Kobe dishes to Young. And the pass to Hill. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Spurs making a switch here. Diaz checked in.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive, but certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Parker with it. Guarded now by Nash. On the clock. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Kaman passes to Nash. Kobe sets the pick for Nash. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Parker. Soft touch off the glass.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Nash right side. Back to Kobe. Kobe gets a screen from Kaman. Down low from the baseline. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the first half is now in the books. It's San Antonio up by 7. Folks,
now presented by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center, part of the LA Live development here in downtown. It's been a clinic from Green.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
And you love the concentration. It's hit, but stays with the play.
They showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall. You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group, and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Spurs leading by 7, and that one's good. Parker.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Kobe kicks to Young. There's the dish to Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got 6 points.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Green dishes to Parker. They're off the pick from Splitter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Green for 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Back to Kaman. Outside, Kobe. Fires the 3. The shot will not go. And the Spurs going the other way now.
One of the holy grails, if you will, for statistical achievement is to put a quadruple double on the book. Duncan came close in the 2003 finals, but he also came fairly close to it last year as well. 31, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks.
Outside, Kobe. Here's the 3. Good. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. You know, Steve, you talk about big games for Duncan last season. Don't forget the game against Utah. 21 rebounds, 22 points, 6 blocks. He was incredible.
Yeah, he's the first player 35 or older to post a 20-20 in 5 games since 2001 when, ironically enough, his old teammate David Robinson reached that mark. So something's going on down there in San Antonio. That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Parker against Nash. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Clock at 6. Duncan defended by Gasol. And a missed layup. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, I think this is one of the more amazing stats in sports when you think about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways to win 50 games. They've done it 14 straight seasons now, which is off the charts.
Nash outside. He passes to Gasol. Kobe. The shot from the low post is good. Kobe's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's an NBA record. Second closest were the Lakers with 12 straight, Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core, that I think it allows the Spurs to really kind of cruise at times during the regular season.
Kept alive. Here's Gasol. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's such a versatile scorer offensively. I mean, Gasol's a guy who shoots with range. We saw him even make some threes last year for the Lakers. But really good at the mid-range area, and he'll just punish smaller defenders down on the block with either hand.
And, you know, some have labeled him a finesse big man, Steve, but I think he's consistently one of the league leaders in offensive rebounds. You can't be a finesse guy and gobble up offensive boards. He's got that big height advantage, especially at power forward.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
It's stolen by Green. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. I think it's Steve Nash.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
San Antonio making a switch here.
You know, you always want to try to win the free throw game when you're playing basketball. And the Spurs, while not getting to the line as much as their opponent or as much as they have in the past, they maximize their opportunities by shooting 80% from the stripe.
Kobe with it. Now Green defending. Nash kicks to Hill. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the Lakers with another miss. San Antonio leading by 8. It's Parker with the drive. And Clark, what you said about the Spurs at the line, that's what the top teams do. They don't let their opponents get away with fouls and Steve lead points at the charity streak.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You know, over the course of the season, a lot of games get decided by just a couple of points. And if your team is able to make free throws at a high rate, like the Spurs, shooting just under 80% last year as a team, I mean, that's good for a big chunk of wins during the season.
Ginobili gets the bucket.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Kobe, that's good.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. First one falls for them.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues. And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Parker, and that's not going to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by... And the final period of play just about to start. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Parker. Shot clock at 6. G out with it. He's up against Gasol. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Lakers trailed by 8. Kobe kicks to Young. Pass to Gasol. Duncan is there. Post shot. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Hill's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Here's Parker. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, even though he's getting up there in years, guys, Powell's effectiveness shouldn't really drop off much. He's a long, skilled player who doesn't play off the ground very much, and his versatility should help his longevity.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Bellinelli. San Antonio leading by 6. Parker outside. Duncan with a screen on Nash. Parker kicks to Duncan. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Clark, you mentioned the versatility of Pau Gasol. Steve, it's really the defining quality of his game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the ability to do so many things offensively as a big guy just really completes a team. Now you can run any kind of offense you want. And Pau, as a passer, as a scorer, as a shooter, has been one of the best in the game for the last decade.
Now here's Parker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Parker, right side. Parker, double team. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard kicks to Ginobili. Unloads. Bullseye. And the Spurs lead by 6. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Kobe passes to Young. The wing jumper off target.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Parker with it. Now defended by Blake. Parker kicks to Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. Ginobili on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Bonner dishes to Leonard. He feeds it to Ginobili. Rebounded by the Lakers. Dishes to Blake. Pass to King. Kobe. 3-pointer. And again, no good by the Lakers. And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. That drops. Ginobili's got 4 points this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop them. Guys, back to you.
Shots good from Young.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that 3-pointer.
San Antonio leading by 5. Parker, here we go. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Blake kicks to Kaman. Splitters there. Right block shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
They're still right in this thing, but missing the free throw keeps them in a 2-possession deficit. Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
The feed to Young. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Kobe.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're leading by 4. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Ginobili kicks to Splitter. Leads him in there. Here's Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No good from Duncan. Blake. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Antonio leading by 4. He kicks to Duncan. Again, Duncan missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Splitter passes to Parker. And the foul on Chris King. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pau Gasol is checked in for Jordan Hill. Ginobili attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, the Lakers have to improve their approach against Manu Ginobili.
He has 8 points and 2 steals.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
Blake kicks to Kobe. Feeds to Young. He dishes it to Kaman. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Young. Kicks it to Kobe. And again, no good by the Lakers. And that's an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 34 seconds left in the game.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
Young for 3. They get it back. Kaman kicks to Kobe. Gasol covered by Duncan. And here is Blake. Passes it to Kaman. Young outside. Nails the tray.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
That'll be a 5-second call. Six seconds left in the 4th quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 7. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let faith run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Nice play there on that inbounds play, and it paid off with the 3.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight games.
And that'll